All right, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Trice Too Easy. We'll go ahead and dive into this NBA slate. I think we got 5-6 games. They all look pretty good. Again, another kind of tough slate to cap, but yesterday was great. So we'll look at the data, look at the charts, the matchups. Hopefully, we can crack these folks. If you'd like to join my sports community and Discord server, it's in the pinned comment and in the description of the video, guys. It's $10. It's $10 a month. It is a great community filled with great people. We have fun. We share slips. We talk sports. We crack folks. That's all we do in there. And if you'd like exclusive access to viewer perks, promos, tools I use daily like Smart Stake, like Outlier, along with some other perks for my viewers, they're in the pinned comment and in the description as well. Okay, guys, thanks for being here. Again, if you haven't yet, subscribe, thumbs up, and comment. It helps me a lot. We will get into it. Quick review of yesterday, guys. Every single bet that I made hit. Full swept both sports. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The only bet that lost was the Bucks to cover the spread. Everything else hit, including football. I was like the only person I saw on the under in that Cowboys-Cardinals game, that cashed. And in every NBA game that I picked cashed. The only thing that missed was the first one of the night, the Bucks spread. I went like, 10-1? It was crazy. So we got obviously when that happens, we got a lot of big winners and also a lot of bad beats in the chat as well. So let's start with those. Bad beat from yesterday. Imagine all you needed was the Celtics to win. Like just imagine. It's not that it's like the most crazy slip ever, but this is posted by CMAT2121. It's kind of like just imagine the Jazz are what caused your loss. Mind you, the Celtics won the first two quarters and tied the last one. They just had a meltdown in the third. That's just brutal. Bad beat, bad coaching. Big winner. Massive. $10 to 3,400. Posted by Miss Sherry in the Discord. That is crazy. And you know what it is? It's every single pick that I said yesterday. The only thing that she did was the only play that lost was the Bucks spread. She took them on the money line, which was a phenomenal read. She didn't trust them to cover the spread just like I didn't. She took them on the money line and then took Giannis to pop off. Unbelievable slip. Great adjustment. And congratulations. Enjoy your money. She called me the best in chat. Thank you so much. Anyways, ladder challenge day 1. We're going to restart the ladder. We lost on day 3 last time. Let's run it back. This time, day 1, play 1. Chet Holmgren over 27.5 PRA. Putting $10 on it. I got minus 120. The only rec book I can actually bet this on is ESPN Bet. And I do all my EV betting on Novig, so I can't mess with that because that's being tracked on Pickett. So the only rec book I have is ESPN Bet. That's the only one I'm not fully banned on. So I had to bet it on there. It had the worst odds of minus 120. Most books have minus 110, so you're almost at even money. Chet Holmgren over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's the play for ladder day 1. Okay, guys, nothing else to talk about. Everything's situated here. Let's go ahead, get into the slate, dissect it, look at these charts, look at the field, how the team's been playing, and hopefully we can crack these folks. First game, Bucks and the Raptors. Guys, real quick before I get into the slate, because this keeps happening every day. You basketball boys, listen. The reason why I am good at betting sports, the reason why I've been successful doing this long term, is I understand how business works and I understand how betting works. You guys, like last night when I bet the Lakers, you got to start looking at injury reports. You don't know ball. You don't even look at the injury reports. You don't know this. You don't know that. Austin Reeves is out. Who's the other guy? Austin Reeves and Luke is out. They're missing both of them. Why you betting the Lakers? You got to look at the report every day with this shit, guys. Listen to me. Please hear this so I don't got to keep saying this. The books already know that. The price you see, the line you see, before they ever even place the fucking line out there, the books already know this. They've already adjusted for that. If you know that they're out, the books know that they're out times 10 times 100 to infinity. They already took this into calculation. It's already baked into the spread, the total, the money line. It's already there, guys. Me talking about it would benefit the books. Because if I come on here yesterday and I said, I'm on the Lakers, but Austin Reeves is out and Luke is out, so don't bet them or take that into consideration, would anybody have bet the fucking unders? Imagine you don't really know the sport and you're just like hearing me keep talking about how Luka and Austin Reeves are out. That's going to sway you from a good bet. These are team sports. I understand that there's key players that make, you have to adjust things. You don't have to adjust your bet because of the key players. The fucking book already does it when they make the lines. You don't, guys, they hire these books are billion-dollar industries. They pay top dollar to the top mathematicians, statisticians, people who can make models, computers, physicists and shit who can like bake these ridiculous models on the most expensive computers and hard drives in the world. They have data from the fucking 1800s in these bitches calculating these lines. Do you think it's a coincidence they come within 1 point of these spreads all the damn time? You always taking them 0.5 hooks? Do you know how much data and how smart you got to be to get these games within 0.5 all the fucking time? Me talking about an injury does no good for anybody trying to bet the game. Because if I start going on about how Luka, now no one's betting the Lakers. Now, why did I do that? I'm betting them. I look at the game objectively. How are they playing? What are the key metrics that they're good at? My model has stripped all the nonsense and focuses on the key metrics, the key advantages and disadvantages, and then I go from there as a team. One player does not make or break a team, guys. It just doesn't. There's so much overemphasis on that stuff. I don't need to look at the goddamn injury report. I'm well aware Luka and AR aren't playing. I wish I wasn't because I don't even want to take that into consideration. I see the numbers presented to me and how the teams are playing, and that's how you make the bet. When you start looking at too much data, you will make a bad bet. You will find a bad bet looking for the right one every single time. The good bet, more often than not, is right in front of your fucking face. It's no coincidence that I'm capping this sport better than damn near everybody right now. Look on YouTube and watch cappers. No one's doing well in basketball right now. Everybody's getting killed. I'm doing quite good. It's because guys, I don't need to look at the goddamn injury report. Stop saying that. It's not necessary. They've done it for you. They already take all that into consideration for you. Who's playing better? And I suggest watching the games. Ask my wife, man. I watch every fucking game. I know how they're playing. I know how the team's doing. I know who looks good and who doesn't. The best thing you can do is look at the numbers presented, look at the key metrics, and watch the sport. That's the best thing you can do. Anyways, first game, Bucks versus the Raptors. Guys, the Bucks failed to cover a big spread again. They continue to win games, but they can't seem to cover spreads. I know they're on a back-to-back, which, by the way, that's baked into the price and odds too. Back-to-backs are, injuries are, limited minutes are, home advantage on the road. It's already in there. So if I don't know, they're on the road, they're on a back-to-back. Guys, it doesn't fucking matter. It's in the price already. The books know that. If you know it, they know it times 10, times 100, times infinity. Anyways, Bucks plus 4.5 for me, guys. They're just playing too good. The Raptors, I'm not impressed with. They're an okay team, a little bit below average in my opinion. I don't think they can hang with the Bucks under any scenario. The Bucks as a team are playing great, and you're gonna give me points with a hot team. I get it, they're on the road to Toronto, but like, who gives a fuck, man? I can't fade these Bucks right now. I think they look too good. Give me the Bucks plus 4.5. If we look at the chart, minus 104, it dropped a bit. They are taking most of the money. I'm sorry. The Raptors are taking most of the money, 104 down to like 105. So more money is coming in on the Raptors, but not massively. It was like 52%. So it's not crazy. They're taking slight more so this is 50-50. Just cap it and pick what you think wins. I think the Bucks cover this, but price moving down slightly. It makes sense they're taking more money. Next game, Hornets and the Pelicans. So this one's tough, guys. I struggled to cap this game when I was looking at it because the Hornets started off really hot, but now I haven't been that impressed with them lately. But the Pelicans are ass. They are ass. They are ass. They're terrible. The Pelicans can't seem to win a fucking game to save their life. They can't do anything right. Guys, you can say what you want about the Hornets. They are a bottom of the bucket team. I'm not going to argue that. They are at least 3-4. These Pelicans are 0-6. They haven't won a fucking game. And you're telling me that they should be favorites? No. Hornets are still one of the best scoring teams in the league currently. And I think that if they are shooting well, which they did last game, I think they can build off of that. If they shoot well, they'll blow them out. If the Hornets can get hot and shoot and hit their shots today, they'll blow them out. If they don't, it's a close game that could go either way. I think they'll hit their shots tonight versus Pelicans D. That's pathetic, and offense is pathetic. It's not like they're going to have pressure. They should be having fun out there. Give me the Hornets plus 2.5. Looking at the chart, Pelicans started at 108 down to minus 104. Massive drop. Vegas does think the Pelicans win. It's not like a red flag spot where the chart's going the opposite way and they're taking all the money and they're about to rail us in and hook us. This chart's moving how it should. Pelicans took most of the money and the line dropped a lot. The thing is though, like the line dropped a lot. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a gradual little, like this damn thing dropped off a cliff. So they don't necessarily want you on them Pelicans. Fair warning, if you're going to back me, Vegas and the books seem to think the Pelicans win this. Next game, 76ers and the Bulls. Oh, to be clear, when I say I'm not fading Vegas anymore, I mean when there's a chart like this, Pelicans would be taking 80% of the money and the price goes plus 108 to plus 120 and it gets better. I'm done fading in that spot. Anyway, 76ers and the Bulls. Believe it or not, this is another top tier scoring team right now. That said, I don't know if I'll ever be sold on these 76ers. I'm not impressed with them. I don't like them. I think they're overrated, overvalued almost all the time. That said, we got to be honest, they're 5-1, just like the Bulls. They're 5-1. The Bulls are 5-1. Numbers don't lie. Ball don't lie. Record don't lie. It's there for you to see. That said, guys, these Bulls have competed versus really good teams day after day. They play fast. They play hard. Their offense is great. Their defense is great. They hit threes. Like, they're menacing. Guys, let's call it what it is. The 76ers beat the Nets and the Wizards recently. Who gives a shit? They lost to the Celtics. They beat the Nets, the Wizards, the Magic, and the Hornets. Like, can we not even, let's not act like they don't have the easiest schedule so far in all of basketball. They ain't seen a team like the Bulls. They just haven't. Guys, they literally saw Celtics won 1 and lost 1. They saw the Hornets, the Wizards, the Magic, and the Nets. They have the easiest schedule in all of basketball. This record, is 5-1, is very not telling of the full story. They ain't played nobody. Bulls are gonna bust their ass. Give me the Bulls on the money line. Looking at the chart, 76ers plus 1.5. It's staying stagnant. Minus 104, and now it's working its way back up there. It's a dead chart. Money's pretty even on this one. The 76ers were taking slightly more, but there's just no way. Bulls have had a tough schedule, played better teams, and competed in every way and look like one of the best teams in the league, in my opinion. They're very impressive. 76ers aren't impressive at all, and have beat a bunch of bad teams. I don't care. Next game. Magic versus the Hawks. This was the hardest game for me to cap on the slate. Well, the second hardest game for me to cap on the slate. I really was struggling to get a read here. Obviously, I've talked bad about the Magic most of the season. I think they're terrible. That said, when it comes to the Hawks, like, these teams are pretty even. If you look at key discrepancies and things like that, there's nothing that really stands out. Obviously, the Magic scoring D is quite good, but they haven't really been stopping teams from scoring necessarily. Actually, so in fact, some of their games have been low-key, pretty high scoring. Now, they are coming off of 2 good games. They're sitting on a record of 3 wins, 4 losses. They're coming off of 2 wins, so they were 1-4. Mind you, the 2 wins, Hornets and the Wizards. Are we really putting any emphasis on them beating these 2 awful teams? Like, they beat the Hornets and the Wizards recently to go up to 3-5 from 1-5 or some shit. Like, they're terrible. This team sucks. I don't think they can beat the Hawks. Not on the road, not the Hawks at home. You're getting plus 3.5. I think the Magic are overhyped, overinflated always. And again, like, they're coming off two good wins. Woo fucking who. They beat bad teams. Only thing I can say is they are like 3-day rested, so something to consider. But I don't think Magic is a good team. Minus 3.5 went from plus 113 down to about even money, so they did reduce the price a bit. Vegas is kind of adjusting their chart, but it also got bought back up when it went way down. So there was some resistance when the price got a little bit too good for them Hawks. This is not my favorite game. I'm not really sold or impressed with either of these teams, but I don't think that the Magic can cover a spread on the road, especially they might be hyped after beating 2 bad teams. It means nothing to me. Give me the Hawks plus 3.5. Next game. Suns versus the Warriors. So a team that is starting to absolutely impress me is the Suns, and a team that has absolutely just de-impressed me since like the first 2 games they played is the Warriors. I don't know any planet where the Suns should be coming in here getting 10 and a fucking half as a team. I don't give a shit. As a team, the Suns look great. They should not be getting 10 and a half. That is insane. Warriors have been unimpressive lately. They're not playing great ball. They don't have a good, they don't really have a great defense, in my opinion. It's okay. It's not what it was last year. And as far as their offense, I don't think that's what it was last year either. The Suns have improved. I think they're starting to figure things out. Started off slow, but lately they've had a lot of high-scoring competitive games. They're shooting well, and they're closing out games really hard and strong. Give me the Suns plus 10.5. And if you look at the chart, Golden State Warriors minus 10.5, minus 106 down to 113. They're taking most of the money. It's a slight drop, nothing crazy, but I'm definitely on the Suns here. I don't think the Warriors can beat them by 10.5. The Suns shoot too well and play too good. 10.5 is nuts. It just is. And Williams is finally starting to play good ball. He's starting to find his rhythm, find his place on the team and play well. Booker's been showing out. Some of these guys might be injured. I didn't look for this one. Doesn't matter. As a team, the Suns are playing too good. Give me the Suns plus 10.5. Next and final game of the night, Thunder versus the Clippers. Guys, you already know these Clippers ain't getting a cent of my money until Ty Lue gets investigated for gambling. I cannot believe that Terry Rozier got indicted before Ty Lue. How in the fuck is Ty Lue still out there as if he's not gambling? How? Like, how is Chauncey and Terry getting indicted before Ty Lue? Everybody knows Ty Lue's been gambling. Like, literally everybody. Him, James Harden, everyone knows it. It is like, literally, they might as well have it on their fucking forehead that they're gambling, and they're still walking around free. I think what it is, I think they don't care if they're gambling in just basketball. I think they just took it too far and started gambling in poker games. And you know, if y'all want to know something about white folks who gamble, they love poker. They probably pissed off the wrong white dude. He had some power, went back there and got his ass arrested. These dudes keep rigging basketball. They're going to let them keep rigging basketball. Oh, yeah. Don't bring that shit over to the poker games, though, Playboy. We'll get your ass. That's what happened. Trust me. Anyways, Clippers can't get none of my money, but I don't trust the Thunder to cover a 7.5 spread. But I must say, both these teams have actually been scoring a lot. The Clippers been scoring a lot, though. I think the Clippers can win. I don't know if they can cover the 7.5, but with the way these two teams have been playing, even though these defenses are good, these two teams have been scoring a lot. I like this over 223.5. I think it's too low. I think it's way too low. I think it should be around 230. So I like the over 233.5 in this one. OKC taking most of the money. Chart is a complete flat line. Nothing really to talk about there. Plus 103, still around that same price. So it's just flatlining. I think this total's too low. I'm going to be on the over 233.5 for this Thunders and Clippers game. All right, guys, that's all for me today. Hope y'all enjoyed. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag and let's crack these folks.